nibbling on sponge cake, watching the...
If Seinfeld is the TV show about nothing, then this is the movie about absolutely nothing. Talking about Beach Bum.
boat swing, smelling of shrimp, they're beginning to boil.
Beach Bum stars Matthew McConaughey as Moondog, and Moondog happens to be a famous writer. He made a bunch of money doing poetry books. He's rich. Now all he does is be a deviant, drinking, doing drugs, and fucking everyone but his wife. And that's the whole movie. That's literally the whole movie. There's nothing else to this movie. I guess this movie is trying to be about he's a free spirit and you can be creative like that, but it tells it in such a terrible way. I've never been to a movie where 19 minutes in, I wanted to check my watch earlier. As soon as the 19-minute mark though hit, I was like, this movie is literally rinse, wash, and repeat. The movie, all it is following Matthew McConaughey getting drunk, getting high, and then that's the whole movie. There's some semblance of a plot tries to come into this movie at the 35-minute mark, when because of tragedy, Matthew McConaughey gets cut off from all his money, and they say you have to write a book in order for you to get your money back. And you think that would be the hint that, okay, this is gonna be what drives the rest of the movie. And you would be wrong. Because all it does now, once he learns this information, it becomes Cameo the movie. Well, technically the whole movie is just Cameo the movie. But once he finds out this fact, we just go from, okay, here's the cameo for Zac Efron's character. Here's the cameo for Martin Lawrence's character. Here's the cameo for, well, Snoop is in a little bit of the beginning, and then after his cameo, he's done for the movie. And Jonah Hill has a couple of different scenes sprinkled out, but once again, it's more or less a cameo. And this movie's boring. And you would think with all these high energy people, it would be funny. You would be wrong once again. I just sat there looking, I was like, what is the point of this movie? I get it, you want to show us that someone can be creative while being freaking high all the time, but what's the message? There wasn't even a through line in it. So everything just fell flat. I was just like, I was literally checked out and waiting. I was just like, can I go home now? At one point I kind of wanted to walk out in this movie because I knew nothing was going to happen. Matthew McConaughey's fine, but he needs direction. And in case you've been paying attention, he's been in two of the worst movies I've seen this year. Serenity earlier in the year, and this movie. This is almost Adam Sandler level of bad, where this is Matthew McConaughey going out and just having a party. Almost that level. It was so dull and uninteresting. Like, how many times can I see someone get drunk and stumble around? And then there's a through line. I swear to God, this is in it. Him and Zac Efron. Moondog has to go to rehab for 12 months. They specifically tell him, if anything happens, you will go to jail. Of course, he runs away from the cops. And then there's one scene when he goes to Snoop Dogg's house where the cops come. And then he escapes. Cops are never seen again. Meanwhile, he's on TV. I guess the cops just go, oh, damn it. We lost. You're free. That's not how fucking... There's a through line for the last third of the movie where Matthew McConaughey starts wearing a dress for a specific reason. I'm not going to say, you can guess it. And that reason never appears. Like, he's just throughout the rest of the movie wearing a dress, and you're like, the purpose of wearing the dress is gone. What the hell? This movie's... oh my god, Jimmy Buffett's in it for a couple of scenes. I was checked out. Matthew McConaughey was fine. Everyone was kind of fine. Zac Efron as a Christian, like, pyromaniac, he was technically fine. It's just everything around I have no idea how they wrote this. This was like Fear, Loathing in Las Vegas without a purpose. So, I disliked this movie a lot. Beach Bum was bad. Dull and boring. I just wanted it to end. And when it actually tried to end reasonably, it totally faked you out, and it was just like, probably the best part of the movie was in my screening. There's a scene where Elsie Fisher's in this movie as well. I forgot it, much like the rest of the movie forgot anything. And actually, she does serve a plot purpose, but once again, the movie forgets it. But there's a scene when I was in the theater where this mother, I guess, or this lady comes in with probably like a 10-year-old or a very young child. And the minute they come in, there's a scene of Matthew McConaughey eating out Elsie Fisher. And they start sitting down, and I'm like, I know I watch risky stuff with Jeff all the time, but I don't think that kid watches as many movies as Jeff, even at his age. And there's a scene where Matthew McConaughey grabs someone's crotch, and as soon as the mom sees that, she goes, we need to go, and they never come back. That was probably the best scene for me in the movie, because I probably will completely forget about this movie tomorrow. My score, 1.5. That's it. Probably should be lower, but it wasn't terribly acted. There was nothing egregious in it. It was just fucking dull and pointless. This is a movie about nothing. So, yeah, that's my thought on Beach Bum. Did you watch it? Apparently no one did, because I saw how much it made. But if you plan on watching it on VOD, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and hopefully I get to see a good movie this weekend. It's been a while. It really has been a while. Anyway, bye.
I'm wasting